and welcome everyone. Welcome to the official channel of Adda247 Northeast. My name is Shubham Das, the English faculty, and I welcome you to today's session. Start koribole so aji eta notun session. This is the first class for the DHS examinations practice set day 1. Okay, so DHS examination babe ami itimothe preparation kori asilu along with DRE examination nohoy jano grade 3 and grade 4 examination karone jeti ami prepare kori asilu DHS DRE ami ekeloge prepare korisilu. Now that DRE exam is over, DHS or karone classes will continue to go ase, and we are starting today with English practice set day 1. So let us start with today's quote of the day. You create opportunities by performing, not complaining. Nisoykoi, this is something you need to understand and you need to remember in life. You create opportunities only when you perform, only when you put in work, only when you deliver some kind of outcome. You don't create opportunities আপোনালোকে chances কেতিয়া বনাব নোৱাৰে just by complaining যে এটো problem হৈছে এটো problem হৈছে. So don't focus on the issues, focus on the solutions. That is what this quote is asking you to do, and that is what you should be doing. So with that in mind, let us get started. আপোনালোকে চাই Adda247 Northeast official YouTube channel এতিয়ালৈকে যদি subscribe কৰা নাই নিশ্চয়কৈ subscribe কৰি ল'ব, because you don't want to miss out on the classes that are being held on this channel for free. যিটো নেকি কিমানখিনি ষ্টুডেন্টছক ইতিমধ্যে হেল্প কৰিছে, ইভেন দ্য ৰিসেন্ট DRE এক্সামিনেশ্যনত কিমান হেল্প কৰিছে গ্ৰেড 3 এক্সামিনেশ্যনত, কাৰণ কিমানখিনি বস্তু কমন আহিছে আৰু কিমানখিনি কনসেপ্টছ ক্লিয়াৰ থকা ষ্টুডেন্টছে এটেম্প কৰিব পাৰিছে all of the questions. So নিশ্চয়কৈ don't miss out on this platform. It's a very good platform for you if you're a government job aspirant. Nisoykoi subscribe button to click kori dibo. It's just one click. Click on the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of the important updates. Nisoykoi apnaloke subscribe to koribo, and if you have not yet downloaded the Adda247 app, Google Play Store gole just type in Adda247 and Play Store pro apnaloke download kori install koribo paribo the app on your cell phone. Jot neki apnaloke current affairs, job alerts, daily quizzes, power capsules, videos for classes, notes and articles ei guteikhini bostu pai jabo for your preparation, and that too for free. So it is available on the app for free, so why not have it on your cell phone which you carry with you all the time. Imankhini jodi free value apnaloke pai ase. And again, you can also visit the Adda247 store through the app itself. So if you want to join any of our courses right through the app, you can visit the Adda247 store and get enrolled in any of our value for money courses, which will help you in perfect preparation for cracking your exams. Okay, so students, as I start koribole so DHS exam 2022 karone master key for English series 2. This is the series that I'm calling the master key for English, because a series 2, once you watch this series in its entirety, when this is complete, apnalokor karone DHS exam ro jimankhini English requirement ase English section 2 karone guteikhini perfectly cover hobo, and you will be able to attend all the questions correctly. This is the master key for your English preparation. So practice sets ami korizam within this series, and azi hol day 1. Okay, so let us get started. So the first question is a parajumble kind, is of a parajumble pattern. So amak sentence rearrangement koribo dise, basically the sentence rearrangement. Okay, so A2 question or answer to muk lage, and I know some of you students, you have been watching these videos, you have been there in the DRE examination preparation classes, you have been there maybe even in the TET preparation classes, APSC preparation classes to apnalok pao moi. So apunalokor pora to egita questions, since this is the practice set that I have been discussing with students for beleg guteikita exam since syllabus to pray ek, so I have to practice this with all the students, right? Guteikita students ko practice korabo lagibo. So those students who have already attempted these questions and eko questions pur paise agote apunaloke to itimodhe egitar ebaro bhul answer dibologi aru poribekhot nai, apunaloke egitar correct answer ei dibo lagibo. Sound to bahut kom ahise neki, let me see. Okay, is the sound okay now? Is the sound okay now? Good afternoon everyone. Himaprotim, Rahul, Nabojit, Somiron. Yes, Rahul, QSPR. Rahul, apuni to etu asile, right? A sentence rearrangement ro apuni korise, I remember. Nabojit has also been there. Nabojit has also been there. Sound etia ahise? QSPR asile etu, right? QSPR. Why QSPR? Because as lightning accompanies thunder, so in my character ami ki koisilu je a flash of humor, we have to go for the visible thing first. Yare janeke visible ase, yare invisible ase, that is the concept here. Visible bostu to agote kobo lagibo, and then it was mingled with what? The mutterings of my wrath. So this becomes 3 and this becomes 4, where the invisible thing is being mentioned. Nohoy jano, right? Kom paise etio. Is this an issue with everyone? Ne akol nabojito endot hoise na mur endor pora hoise etu. Students, kindly let me know, is my audio okay? Comma se sound to bahut okay. I'm not sure why. Usual setting ote soli ase gote bostu to. Even now is let me just check once. Okay, speaker seems to be fine. Plugins of thike kori kaam kori ase. Okay, I'll try to speak a little louder if that helps. Okay, I'll speak a little louder. Thik hobo ne tetya? Huna pai ase tetya? If I speak a little louder, is that being negotiated then? Is that being negated then? The problem of sound. Yes, now it is okay. Okay, this level of volume is okay from my end. Okay. Tetya speaker to zero problem hoise, that also gets negated, right? Okay. Thik ase. Thik ase? Good noon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Anima, stylish fan, welcome. Okay, so yes, yate ami koisilu je 1 2 3 4 sequence to eneka hobo lagibo je as lightning accompanies thunder, a flash of humor, which is the visible part, this comes first, and then we say that it is mixed with number 3, the mutterings of my wrath, which is the invisible part. So A to sequence gole ami pauses Q ahibo, then S ahibo, then P ahibo, then R ahibo, which is option A, Q S P R should be the right one. Okay, baki get the problem here is either apuni pabo je take a look at any of the other options, you will get the idea je korbat eneka hoise invisible to agole kolise thunder kotha and then visible to goise teneke nimile kisuman it becomes a senseless sentence that as lightning accompanies thunder was mingled with eneka hoise, so that is also not correct. So hekane baki get options no hobo QSPR option A is the right answer. All right, thik ase. What was the next one? Etia thike ase sound to, I don't know, let me know, you people let me know. Sound comma se koi ase, but I have been using this speaker the same way I've done for all this time, so I don't know if there's some other issue. Jack to bhalke logo ase noboji, jack to bhalke logo ase, hetuke check korisilu moi apnaloke prothombar kote moi hetuke first check korilu, etu pura perfectly ase, perfectly fit hoy ase. So I'll try to speak a little louder. I think then a problem to cover hoye ase. So the next one is, it was true that the pet dog would never sleep anywhere we once had except on the sofa. This is the given sentence. Etu rearrange koribo lage. How do we rearrange this, which is the correct sequence? Yes, Leena Shri, Rahul, you are going for PQ. Okay, you are giving different answers. PQ SR, PQSR, that is option D, and Rahul is going for PRQS, which is option C. Okay, Leena Shri is going for D, Rahul is going for C. Stylish fam, you are going for A. Okay. Alright. Stylish fam, if I remember correctly, Sangeeta asle naam to, right? Balaram, Biswas, you are going for option C. I could use the other speaker, but then all of a sudden echo problem thakibo. Would that be fine? Would you prefer that over this? Students, would you prefer that over this? All of man jodi moi echo thake soundot, will that be fine? Or is this better? The sound to all of low hoye ase eko issue nai, but echo na lage. Okay, Sujata, all right. I'll shift to a different speaker. Okay, all of an echo issue thakibo sage, but then so hold on. All right, so is this better? Is this better? Probably a little issue with echo, but Hopefully sound to etia volume levels like problem nai hopefully una pai ase etia thike ase okay that's good all of equal thakibo say but let's manage that it was true that and then which option would we go for it was true that and which option do we go for okay clear now chalo audio technician Shubham sir right okay it was true that and then which option do we go for yeah go to Kobunaru I've been using this for a while now hasn't failed me yet maybe azi aru koile aru hadai nile je nahobo aru mere se na ho paega okay so which option do we go for so see it was true that boli jodi akwa hol it was true that and then we should probably go for sentence B first the pet dog and then we can go for the boli jodi kolu we have to specify about it which pet dog the one we once had okay and then except on the sofa boli koribo noaru because except etia he kom jeta kiba eta bostu mention korisu and tar pisot tar pora kiba eta exclude kori ko bisarisu tetia except ahibo agote keneke accept koriu so tar pisot we once had would never sleep anywhere quite visible would never sleep that pet dog would never sleep anywhere then we can say except where there was only one place where it would sleep that is the sofa okay so basically the pet dog koilo then go which pet dog the one we once had sequence to question the boli kwai ma next etu use koribo loge hol which pet dog the one we once had etu bujabo lagibo and then etu kwar pisot eta except eta sentence except ase etu moi etia humai dibo noaru except thoka sentence moi etia use koribo parim jetia kiba eta bostu specify kora hoise tar pora kiba eta exclude kori tar pisot moi kobo jao tetia moi kobo parim je all of this except this right tetia ha moi kobo paru he bostu so yate moi next etu kobo lagibo would never sleep anywhere or tar pisot anywhere koi anywhere pora ma except kiba da ulia loisu exception kiba da anywhere ma eta exception ase which is the sofa tate kintu hue baki kotu nu hue so now we have 1 2 3 4 which is PRQS so PRQS as option C so option C is the correct answer right Rahul you had given the right answer quite a while back so buzi paise na Linashri apni buzi paise na why it is not D and why it is C because I'm sorry option D logot golu hoy it was true that the pet dog would never sleep anywhere except on the sofa we once had would never sleep anywhere except on the sofa we once had enake ami we once had boli koi pele sentence to he kora thik na hobo okay aru second bostu the problem here would be the pet dog would never sleep anywhere please dia kolu the pet dog koi mane etu we have left this hanging the kyo kolu jodi ma the pet dog koi pet dog to bikhoy kor nokoe okay the pet dog which pet dog are you talking about hetu bikhoy ko nokua ki you directly saying ki korisle kukurtue you're talking about the actions that the dog used to take you're not specifying which pet dog are you talking about understood Linashri especially apnar karone moi bujai disu since we were going for option D jate ko confusion na thake option D just problem hoise P bisot Q ahi gol P option P sentence bisot Q ahise hetu ami koribo noaru the pet dog boli koe moi the pet dog boli jodi koisu the boli jodi koisu determiner eta di pelai then I cannot just say the pet dog would never sleep anywhere because would never sleep anywhere is one of the actions of the dog I have not specified the pet dog which pet dog I am talking about so the boli jodi kolu logalog more next priorities I have to explain which pet dog I am talking about all right understood the boy next one was the boy yes Rahul Navajit apunage etu janibo lage so what is the answer the boy PQRS side a sentence as with big blue eyes watched him and he never said a word that had an uncanny cold fire in them and which will be the correct sequence for this which will be the correct sequence for this correct answers only correct answers only the boy you can go for with big blue eyes right amar dutai option ase either start with sentence P or start with sentence Q options ole ekita ase so baki kita ami start kora matha lagaboi na lage the boy with big blue eyes boli jodi start koru, the boy with big blue eyes, yes, we could start with that, with big blue eyes, and then we could go for maybe with big blue eyes watched him. The boys with big blue eyes watched him, and PQ, these are the sequences. With big blue eyes watched him, thik ase talege thik ase. But then comes this, watched him and he never said a word that had an uncanny cold fire in them. If I go that way, PQRS option A ro jao, then he never said a word that had an uncanny cold fire in them. Words don't have an uncanny cold fire in them anyway. Words are logot mak bujaisilu, for those of you who are in the other classes also apnaloke jane mak koisu je uncanny cold fire words or khetrot nakoy. You can say there was a cold fire in his eyes, there was a cold fire in his stare, in his gaze, okay, so related kothat ko pari, okay, but yate ami he never said a word, wordot ami kobo naro bostu, wordot we can say the words, he said words that stung, he said words that hit some terrible spot, eneka ko pari. We cannot say words have fire in them. Words can be bitter, words cannot be fiery, eneke koa na jay, thik ase. All right, so hetu karone we cannot go for this. PQSR is a watched him with big blue eyes watched him that had an uncanny cold fire in them. Watched him buli koi, watched buli koi, how can I say that? Okay, watched him that, it becomes a completely wrong structure. So basically PD start koribo nwari, thaki goise okol QD start kora options kila. Jodi QD start korue, then the sequence I can go for is the boy watched him with what? The boy watched him with big blue eyes that had an uncanny cold fire in them. Eyes or khetrot ma ko paru that buli, that eyes that had an uncanny cold fire in them, and eyes can have a fire in them, and he never said a word. So the sequence would be Q, P, S and R. Q, P, S, R hole again option C is correct. Just like the previous question, option C was correct. Here also option C is correct. Q, P, S, R. Okay, understood? Buzi paise? Yes, Navajit, Zuakali, that was for a different batch. This is again for DHS. DHS, I have to discuss these things because examination available. Right now we are going for, let's see, there's morning half on some days there's APSC, there is SSC, there is banking and net fee, there is TET, there is DHS. So at least 5 exams we are going for right now together. Every day moi janaki koisu the routine is probably from Monday to bhalke set hoy jabo routine khon, where 2 days jodi ami APSC korsu, 2 days we are putting into DHS, 2 days we are putting into SSC, okay, eneke korisu. Evening time or eneke similarly will be dividing things. So ami dudin TET loisu, dudin SSC loisu, eneka ami agbari sam. Understand? Okay, got it. The Indian woman wants. So if some of you, if you are preparing for multiple exams, say for example you are preparing for let's say apuni TETৰ কাৰণে prepare কৰিছে, at the same time you are preparing for DHS as well, তেনে ক্ষেত্ৰত কিছুমান টপিক, not all the topics, because questions বেলেগ থাকিব, difficulty level অলপ বেলেগ হ'ব, but some topics you might find ki je এইটো question আমি হেতু batchত পাইছিলো. Yes, you will, because syllabus same ase, kintu for the most part there will be different questions going on because difficulty level kotha eta thakibo. Okay, but jigila bostu mal practice hisabe anisu, jeneke asi sentence rearrange kora practice etu ma gutei ta batchot korabo lagibo. So just because ebar moi maybe banking or batchot korailo, so I cannot just say that DHS or batchot ekhini nokora aru they also need that thing. So DHS or jigila particularly DHS or karone pohim boli ase, I can't do this, they miss out on this mane. Okay, so for those of you who join in multiple batches, apnalok karone kisuman bostu ketiaba revision type hoi jabo, and I think it will be beneficial for you only. The Indian woman wants what? PQRS. Mriganko going for C. Mriganko going for option C, which is SQPR. SQPR boli jodi ko, SQPR hole the Indian woman wants her rightful place as an equal partner in a male dominated society, and it is not too much to demand. Okay, and it's not too much to demand. All right, not bad. The Indian woman wants her rightful place SQ as an equal partner in a male dominated society, and it is not too much to demand. SQPR, SQPR, all of you are going for SQPR. Okay, What are the other options? Already start kori bicharise first sentence to the Indian woman wants, and it is not too much to demand, her rightful place as an equal partner in a male-dominated society. The Indian woman wants, and it is not too much to demand. Enake kwat ke wants what no kwake directly, and it is not too much to demand bole ke ahi gol. So etu sentence ke better sentence amar hatat ase sage. QPSR option C apnaloke jodi koise hetue is a better sentence than this one. Option B jodi suppose our QPSR, the Indian woman wants as an equal partner in a male-dominated society. Etu bhul hoy jabo because the Indian woman wants as an equal partner. Wants as ki bostu hoy. Wants as ki bostu hoy. We cannot say wants as. We have to say wants something. Give the name of the thing. So option D jodi suppose our SRPQ, the Indian woman wants her rightful place, and it is not too much to demand in a male-dominated society as an equal partner. This option D takes the presumptions that women already have that equal partner status, when in reality many places in India even now they don't. So we cannot just go for that kind of sentence where it is kind of assumes that manilua versus women are an equal partner. Already hey problem to ke issue to address koribo try kori ase asole. So the sentence which is doing it best is option C, SQPR, right students? SQPR, which is the Indian woman wants her rightful place as an equal partner in a male-dominated society, right? And it is not too much to demand. Okay. Next one, little, and then PQRS side a sentence as a little PQRS side a sentence that he had been let down, stood by all these years, did he realize by a colleague whom he had. Okay, this one is easy students. Apnaloke june agor batchot asle apnaloke etu already potapot solve koribo jane. Give the correct answer. For those of you who have just joined in DHS batchote apni paise egita questions, then you also try to solve this. Give the correct answer. This is one question where students get the answer very quickly. No answers coming in, or is my chat loading slow? Let me see. Yes, RPSQ. RPSQ, that is option D. Rashmi is going for option D. Himapratim is going for option D. Rahul going for option D. Okay, option D. Navajit, Jia all going for option D. Okay, option D does say RPSQ. Hetu jodi hisabot sabole jao. Little did he realize RP that he had been let down, SQ, right? By a colleague whom he had stood by all these years. Yes, you're correct. You're perfectly correct. Option D to a correct hobo yate. Thik ase, it perfectly sense poni ase. This sentence makes perfect sense. Okay, right? This sentence makes perfect sense now. Little word to logot. Little did he realize. All right. Little stood. Little that. Little by. Eneo no hobo. So obviously R to ahibo lagibo. Did he realize? Or realize or episode realize kiba eta bostoi koribo, and that has to be given as that. Realize what? That he had been let down. So did he realize or episode? Obviously apni tamane option P leke ahibo lagibo. So we understood that little or episode A ahibo lagibo, R or episode P ahibo lagibo. Okay, so I cannot go for RS here. I have to go for RP. Okay, understood? Okay, next one. A policeman. Edu ki kobo? A policeman. Yes, Rashmi, yesterday in a different batch. Yes, as a DHS or practice or day one of DHS practice, this sentence rearrangement. It is very important for them as well. So if you are also preparing for DHS and you are watching this video, revision type a policeman, and then what? PQRS, to abide if he has to do well by the strict letters of the law and cannot afford. QSPR. Rashmi and Rahul are coming with QSPR, which is again option D. A policeman, if he has to do well, cannot afford to abide by the strict letters of the law. Yes, I think you are pretty correct. Option D to correct hobo lage. A policeman, if he has to do well, first we have to state the objective, right? Objective to key that he has to do well, right? and then we will give the actions. If he has to do this, what does he need to do? That is the proper structure. Okay. Mostly any policeman cannot afford to abide by the strict letters of the law if he has to do well. Bostu eneka hoy jay bahut deri karone moi tinta line or tinta phrase or karone moi etoi bokesu ki koribo lage ki koribo na lage, cannot afford to do this, do that. All right, lastot go he moi bujaisu lastot go he karone bujais, and lastot go he koa hoise je kyo iman bur korise if he has to do well. Eneke ulta koi na jay bostu bur. First you tell objective etu and then you elaborate je etu karone process etu steps egita. Okay, so yate option D hitwe hoise prothomte koise if he has to do well, this is the objective that has been established. If he has to do well, then he has to do these things. Okay, the rest of the sentences. The effectiveness of a film, the effectiveness of a film. Yar pisot ki hobo, the effectiveness of a film, tar pisot baki side sentence or pora kuntu keneke use koru. GI is going for D. Sushmita going for D. D hole QPRS. QPRS. The effectiveness of a film is judged by its is judged by the needs of the audience. Okay. Okay. If you are going for option D, the effectiveness of film is judged by the needs of the audience. Okay. And its relation to its theme. So, here problem to quote hoise option D hole problem to quote hoise Sujala Rashmi sare dekhlo. Problem to here hoise the needs of the audience boli kolu no, needs, now this is in plural, the needs of the audience and its relation to. Understand what I'm saying? Understand what I'm saying? The effectiveness of a film is judged by the needs of the audience. This is in plural, and directly next sentence to episode, the needs of the audience and its relation to. Tamane its boli koi moi needs oke bujai asu, the needs of the audience, but now I'm using a singular thing. Why would I be using a singular word in a plural situation, right? Okay, the needs of the audience and the relation to. Tetia kiba sense bole and its relation to boli koato bhul hoi jay. Okay, and its relation to its theme. But I can say its theme first and then I can go for the needs of the audience, because then it becomes its theme and its relation to, because now it is in singular, its, and this is also in singular. Now there is no such problem. Okay, so the best sequence for this should be the effectiveness of a film is judged by is judged by on what basis? Is judged by its theme. Prothom bostu hol yar theme kenekwa, and also a theme to how much does it relate to the needs of the audience. Okay, so that is the sequence that we should go for. The first etu was the effectiveness of film judge kora hobo, but it will be judged on its theme. It's judged by what? It is judged by its theme. Okay, the theme, our theme to logot its relation to the needs of the audience. Audience can kiba feel kora parise na through the theme. So 1 2 3 4 enake jodi suppose it is actually QSRP, which is option A. A is correct. Option A will be the correct one. QSRP. Buzi paisa na? Option A will be the correct one. Okay. Next one, number 8. The statement. Batao. The statement PQRS, which will be the correct sequence. PQRS sentence dekhe rakhe char. So option batao kaun sa sahi rahega. The statement, therefore you must listen carefully what the speaker has said in order to understand, will be made just once. Correct sentence क्या होगा बताओ? Correct sequence क्या होगा बताओ? SPRQ. SPRQ Rahul. Okay. The statement S will be made just one. P, therefore you must listen carefully. R, in order to understand what the speaker has said. The statement will be made just once in order to understand. Okay, what other answers are coming in? R, S, P, Q, okay. So yes, I think this sequence is correct, right, Rahul? Apuni jitu koise, the statement will be made just once. Ebare koa hobo baikyohar. Hetu karone, therefore you must listen carefully what the speaker has said in order to understand. Is that the one you were going for? SPRQ. Oh no, you were ending on Q. In order to understand will be made just once. Therefore you must listen carefully in order to understand what the speaker has said. Right? Right? I think that is correct. I mean, cute enquiry to in order to understand what the speaker has said. Okay. So SPRQ. SPRQ is option C. Again, option C is SPRQ, which is the correct sequence here. The statement will be made just once. Therefore, you must listen carefully in order to understand what the speaker has said. Okay, listen carefully. Why? In order to understand. In order to understand who? In order to understand what? In order to understand what the speaker has said. Okay. So yes, students, apalonge Adda247 Northeast classes book attend kori ase and you want to get participated in the courses which will take you through a complete 1-year program. So apalokor karone complete guidance thakibo. Even the next year's vacancies also for these examinations apalokor karone available thaki jabo ei bostuto. So live classes available thake ate, live classes along with recorded sessions. So ketaba live sabo napale apaloke recorded sessions puro sai pele apaloke refresh koribo paribo apalokor mind to, thik ase. So Gencom Smart Batch is local vocal for SSC exam. Okay, and there is also the APSC Foundation batch for the APSC exam, upcoming APSC exam. Okay, so these are very important exams, and these courses are the one-stop solution for your preparation needs. All right, when you how do you enroll yourself in these courses? Apnaloke Adda247 app download kori, click on the logo, click on state level examinations, and click on Northeast states. Okay, and then you will find all these courses. Okay, and Wi-Fi 77 to more faculty code hoy. So Nisoyko, when you purchase any of these courses, don't forget to apply the code Wi-Fi 77, because once you apply the code, apnalokor karone benefit hoy, which is you get these courses at the best prices, right? Okay, so Wi-Fi 77 code to Nisoyko use koribo napahoribo. All right. Okay, now this is a paragraph completion. This is a paragraph completion. Etialeke ami sentence completion kori ase, local sentence rearrange kori meli, but now this is paragraph or passage completion. Thik ase, most firms consider expert individuals to be too elitist, temperamental, egocentric, and difficult to work with. Force such people to collaborate on a high stakes project, and they might just come to fisticuffs. Even the very notion of managing such a group seems unimaginable. So most organizations fall into the default mode, setting up project teams of people who get along nicely. Okay, option B ahise answer, option C both answer ahise. So the result, however, jodi enekoi hoy mane problem to ki koise, problem to etu koise jetia experts ahi jay no, experts involved hoy jay eta project ot kebajon expert ase nijor field or experts bilakor majot there can be clashes, right? There can be ego issues ahi jab pare je moi lawyer hoy mane ki koisu etu kotha nohile keneke hobo, and some accountant might be saying je nai etu bostu eneke nohoy eneke he koribo lagibo, and then it will become a temperamental egocentric things, or egos are getting hurt, and it might even come down to fist fights. Okay, so to negate this kind of situation, companies do what? Companies give usual tasks to usual people, and then etu eta project ase etu solai di aru henekwa hoi jay bostu, thik ase. So most organizations fall into this default mode where they are not hiring experts, they are not bringing in experts, they are not bringing in the knowledge that is required. They're just giving regular people, average work, and they are doing that nicely. Okay, but paragraph since imankini problems or kotha kole, okay, between the elitist and these average people who the companies get to work, এই গুটে বস্তুটো তাৰপিছত কনক্লুড কৰিবলৈ যদি হয়, which sentence do we go for? যদি এনেকৈ হৈছে লাষ্টৰ পিনে কি কৈছে, most organizations fall into default mode, setting up project teams of people who get along nicely, but then they are not experts in their field. So what would be the result? The result is, however, disastrous. The result is mediocrity. The result is creation of experts who then become elitists, or naturally they drive innovations. Okay, Himrodim, C agor to answer this, all right. So the result is actually mediocrity নহয় জানো result is actually যদি average মান লগে average কামে কৰাইছে তেনেহলে the result is also mediocrity the result is also going to be average right the result is also going to be average because the result may not be disastrous it might not be a complete disaster it might just be they got the work done maybe even তেনেকা হ'ব পাৰে or maybe they did not get the work done it might not be disastrous যে বহুত ডাঙৰ বিপদ হৈ গৈছে result is a creation of experts no just because average people commented that experts should be handling doesn't mean they will become experts all of a sudden okay and naturally they drive innovations no naturally they drive innovations horribly we have no proof okay so the best answer here would be option B that the result is mediocrity okay next one every year 100 million holidaymakers go to the Mediterranean with 1/3 of the world's tourist trade is the most popular of all the holiday areas it is also the most polluted so this holiday hotspot has become very polluted so what is the next sentence that we go for to conclude this paragraph how do we end this paragraph students so good focus to the pollution report the entire focus is on pollution right we can just go for that pollution and tourist focus too so we can end on that note only is that therefore the tourist industry here is in great danger okay because tourists karone hoy jaga to tourist e goi pele so letter next thing tourist they will be like mane iman letter jaga kyo jagate so tourism industry to harm hoy tourism industry to impact poribo ei bostu okay so option A is correct yes therefore the tourist industry here is in great danger yes no budget correct answer ঠিক আছে Rahul Rashmi correct answer okay Himapratim correct answer next one no sooner had India wrapped up celebrations of its annual wildlife week that is from October 2nd to 8th spotlighting the high richness and diversity of its flora and fauna then the sensational conviction of a notorious group of Indian wildlife trackers grabbed headlines but what had animal activists up in arms was the disproportionately small punishment which is just 4 years in jail meted out to the criminals compared to the magnitude of the crime that they had committed so in this paragraph how do you end this one option A right the gang was involved in smuggling the body parts of 105 tigers and 1200 leopards so basically since amak eta kotha koise je grabbed traffickers okay these grabbed headlines conviction hoise of a notorious group of Indian wildlife trackers okay and kwa hoise je they have done something jitu karone they require much bigger punishment not just 4 years in jail and it was whatever they have done they requires at least more than 4 years in jail tatke dangor punishment hobo lage so ami sentence to hek kore paragraph to hek kore it is edu koriyo parno je what have they actually done jitu karone iman punishment bisari ase so baki keta sentence jikita ase this is not to suggest India's robust legal and policy framework this goes in a different direction paragraph hek kore etu kotha nako we'll maybe start it in the next paragraph talking about India's legal policy framework etc yate etu kotha out of nowhere sent paragraph to hek hobo lote hobo dokar nai all of these animals and wild bulls were threatened so that is again once they are caught they are not threatened right so etu iman sense nobone ate etu was to use to end the paragraph the number of species that are poached or illegally traded in the country likewise traded upwards from 400 to 465 so likewise so in traded in the country likewise traded likewise with what are you comparing right so eneka questions like so these sentences don't really fulfill the criteria okay the only thing that fulfills the criteria is this one so amak iman is the information delays that they should be put into jail for more than 4 years etc the real reason is this it will conclusion gave us some kind of closure some kind of resolve at the end of the passage there yes the gang was involved in smuggling the body parts of 125 tigers and 1200 leopards iman bur okay So that is the correct sentence to end this passage with. Now I have this paragraph for you students. We have a few minutes. Let's get this done. In the following passage there are blanks, each of which has been numbered. These numbers are printed below the passage, and against each 5 words are suggested one of which fills the blank appropriately. Find out the appropriate word in each case. So basically it's a closed test. Apnalok correct yate blanks ketar maze maze dekhise blanks ketar logot eta numbering dia ase. So ei gute numbering kita number 1 ot egita options ase, number 2 ot egita options ase bole apnok options and you will have 5 options for each of the numbers. Say for example number 1 ot you will have A, B, C, D, E, 5 options. You choose any one which is the correct one, and that you place it here. Okay. So this will be a test. Number 1 to 3 leke sausun first. Number 1 to 3 leke sau. Around the world, forests are big dash at a rate of about 13 million hectares a year, and deforestation accounts for an estimated 17% carbon. 20% of all 17 to 20% of all global emissions. Sorry. In addition, forests and other terrestrial carbon sinks play a dash role in preventing runaway climate change, soaking up to a full 2.6 GT of atmospheric carbon every year. The destruction of forests therefore not only emits carbon, a staggering 1.6 GT a year, but which severely dash forests' capacity to absorb emissions from other sources, but also drastically dash the amount of forested land available to act as a carbon sink in the future. Sorry. Even big question. The question is not big. Questions are small. Questions are just those underlined words. You just have to take a look at this one by one. Eneke. One by one, forests are being dash at a rate. And then go to number 1. Forests are being what at a rate? Forests are being ended, destroyed, extinct, killed, wasted. See number 1 and the options given to you. Okay, Akabar, number 1, forests are being, around the world, forests are being dashed at a rate of about 30 million hectares a year, and deforestation. Iman khini dikholia sentence eta ase. Forests are being ended, forests end kora boli nokoi, forests are being destroyed, extinct, killed, wasted. Forests are coming wasted hoa boli noko, forests are coming ended hoa boli noko, forests are extinct hoa boli noko, forests are killed hoa boli noko. We can say forests are being destroyed. Destroyed would be the right word, so go for destroyed. The dhongko kora goi ase. Manhe kata kuta jeta kore, they have not gone, trees didn't go extinct really. Forests didn't go extinct, they were not killed, they were not wasted, they were not ended, they were actually destroyed. Alright, that is the correct word to use. Next, number 2. In addition, forests and other terrestrial carbon sinks play a dash role. What kind of role? So in addition, forests and other terrestrial carbon sinks play a dash role in preventing runaway climate change. What kind of role? Play a dash role, play a tough role, play a important, play a vital, play a biggest, play a effective. So since we have play a boli likha ase, we understand a important hobo nware, an important hole hoy, a effective no hobo, an effective hole hoy, right? Forest play a boli sita koise, we cannot go to superlative. Biggest koribo nwaru. I can say bigger. Forest play a bigger maybe. Okay, I cannot say forest play a biggest role. Okay, forest play a tough role. I don't think they play a tough role. They play a vital role would be correct. Vital. Mane bahute zoruri, bahute proyojoniyo, bahute important. That is viral. Okay. And other terrestrial carbon sinks. Forests and other terrestrial carbon sinks play a vital role in preventing runaway climate change. Yes? Important. Yes, vital. Correct. Correct. All of you are correct. Play a vital role in preventing runaway climate change. And then number 3 leke aho. Number 3 leke aho. So the destruction of forests therefore not only emits carbon a staggering 1.6 GT a year, which severely dash forests. Edu ki hobo? Which severely dash forests' capacity, affects diminishes, increases, alternates, impairs. I don't think it's anything positive. The increase hobo, right? Alternate hoa kothao nahe. I think it will be one of these which severely dash forest's capacity. So the eneka is a destruction of forest reduce kori ase to reducing the capacity to absorb emissions, which severely dash forest capacity, which severely impairs, diminishes effects. So which severely affects which severely affects forest capacity, or simple affects we can say which severely affects diminishes forest capacity, or you could say which severely impairs forest capacity. All right. Okay. 5, 6, 7 option এতিয়ালৈকে মই দেখুৱাও নাই 5, 6, 7 মই option এতিয়ালৈকে দেখুৱাও নাই ঠিক আছে 1, 2, 3 কেটাই কৰিছো so we can say affects বা diminish কৰা বুলি which severely impairs severely word to use কৰা severely কিবা যদি কৈছে severely out of all of this you can say impairs all right impair কৰিছে harm কৰিছে so the correct one to go for here would be severely impairs forest capacity which severely impairs forest capacity to absorb emissions from other sources. Okay, but also drastically dash the amount of forested land available to act as a carbon sink in the future. So do you want to do number 4 to 10 today? Because come time hobo or do you want to do it in the next session? Dosta hobo. Dosta to hobo hai. Dosta questions minimum to moi dime to passage out. But azi finish koribo na like should we go for the next session? I think just 3 minutes of dosta cover no hobo goi. So 1, 2, 3 is the first slide asle let us we took a look at that. 4 to 10 let's do it in the next session, right? Number 4 to 10 ole ki ase. Okay, eneke dekhise na second slide. So let's do it in the next session 4 to 10. Okay. Answer kara moi parabot move korai disu. Thik ase? So you don't cheat. Okay. All right. So students, next 4 to 10 upper start in Kali, thik ase, and then we'll go to the next practice set. All right. Students, apologe jodi classes join koro bicharise again moi janai disu just like SSC or APSC ami anisu we also have batches for TET, railway batch for railway smart batch for RB NTPC and group D examination. A gutei geta examination upcoming ziman important examination ase ei gutei geta karone Adda247 Northeast has courses for you where you can get the proper handholding support, you can get the proper guidance and আপোনালোকে complete content material গুটেখিনি live classes গুটেখিনি লৈ recorded classes গুটেখিনি লৈ completely prepared হৈ পেলাই okay গুটেখিনি prepared হৈ পেলাই আপোনালোকে classes attend কৰি পেলাই exam to crack কৰিব পাৰে so নিশ্চয় কই if you want to join any of our courses Y577 to মোৰ code হয় you can join the course with this code Y577 which will give you the best quality the best price for all of these courses. Okay. All right, everyone. Y577 is my code. Ako kodisu. Okay, thik ase. Tene hole students SSC or APSC kotha to moi koisu similarly Y577 code to use kori you can join in these as well. Okay, thik ase. Students, jodi aji session to bhal paisile apni jodi class to kori bhal paise nishoy ko like koribo video to share koribo video to as much as possible, comment any doubts or queries and nishoy ko subscribe koribo channel to. Okay. Okay. Previous year question paper yes enekwa questions bur ase. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Yes, everyone. Take care, and I'll see you in the next session. Okay.